Cooking with Aqua. Cooking with Aqua. Cooking with Aqua. Cooking with Aqua. Hi everyone, it's Aqua Bloom here. I hope all is well. Grand Rising. It is 8:45, darling. So, Grand Rising, but it doesn't matter what time of day it is when you watch this. All that matters is that you're tuned in, my friend, and we are whipping it up Aqua's way. So you are in the kitchen with your girl Aqua Bloom, darling. Welcome. So, we're gonna keep it simple, typical, biblical breakfast. You feel me? So, darling, today we're just gonna take 2 eggs. So today we're going to make scrambled egg and blueberry Belgian style waffles. Blueberry? Yes, darling. Blueberries, blueberries, blueberries. I know, typically we would do like a cinnamon flavor, but today I'm like, how about we just do blueberry? Darling, as you see, we already have the front aisle on in between 2 and 3. That'll be for our scrambled eggs, and back here is already in between 2 and 3 as well for the blueberry waffles. Alrighty, darlings, so let's come over here and get some clear plastic gloves to assist with the touchy. Alrighty, and let's glove it up. Alrighty, darling, so we briefly just gathered some butter, and we got our cherries and berries blends. You already know we like to melt the fruit on top. And we already have our blueberry Belgium style waffles and our 2 eggs in the carton waiting for us. So before I put on this other glove, cooking with love, we're gonna come over here and just grab 2 pans. Alrighty, darling, let's sit you all down. We've got pan number 1. Let's give her a little rinse-a-roo. And then we got pan number 2. Boop, boop. Alright, so let's give her a rinse. Alrighty, darling, can't forget our spatula. Let's just deglove. 1 pair to the next. Those were for cooking and these are for cleaning. Alrighty, darling, so those were clear and these are blue. Once we have our gloves, you know what to do. I'm actually going to hand wash the spatula. But anywho, darling, so between blueberry and cinnamon, I'm really not even sure which one is my favorite. With cinnamon, you get that sweet cinnamon taste. It's golden, crispy brown, you know. I feel like brown sugar always goes well with cinnamon when it comes to sweet breakfast entrees and whatnot. So yeah, that's that. And with blueberry, it's like you got that sweet blueberry fruit, you know, and then it's soft, fluffy. I like mine slightly crispy as well. So yeah. Looked like I couldn't see clearly or something when I washed this previously. Just had a little bit of on there. So we're just giving her a nice little wash and rinse. No worries, darling. We just want nice, clean utensils to wash and eat with, okay? Alrighty, darling. So now that we got that out of the way, We are not here to play. What do you say? So let's go over here and butter up these pans. Alrighty, darling. So they are already nice and warm, so it makes it much easier for us to butter it on that. And now would be a good time to go ahead and put those gloves on. Excuse me for being late to school today, darling, but we are learning some. Alright, so let's go ahead and butter up these pans, shall we? Alright, so let's go ahead and take these gloves off. Discard of these and get another pair. Before we do that, let's sit these pans back on the aisle. To get another pair of gloves. Alrighty, darling. So now that we got those pans nice and buttery, we can go ahead and start whipping up this egg. But while these eggs are whipping, we can go ahead and put this waffle on the cooking aisle. Alrighty, darling, let's get to it. So first, let's just come over here and get us a nice little bowl to whip our eggs in. Give her a little rinse-a-roo. How do you do? Then let's just come on over to the cabinet and grab us a whisk. Right, so let's rinse off our whisk as well. Try and whisk you away. Okay. So now that we got our bowl and our whisk, we've got to re-up on these eggs. But for now, let's enjoy this one. Let's get cracking. Okay. Alrighty, darling. So we got our egg in there. Let's go ahead and whisk away. So you just go round and round, back and forth. I like that the egg is nice and yellow. Over here and put our waffles in the pan. We'll turn that now in between 3 and 4. Then we're just gonna give those time to warm on up. Alrighty, darling. So while the waffles are getting nice and warm and cozy, warm and toasty, we're just gonna add just a little bit of Lawry's brand garlic salt, as well as some Lawry's brand seasoned salt. And we're just gonna put that in with our eggs. I would say about 2 or 3 little taps in the cap of the seasoned salt. I believe I did about 3 or 4 shakes of the garlic salt. So let me just mix that around, and then we're just gonna add that in our eggs, okay? Then once that's in, my friends, then the fun begins. So let's just give her a nice little whisk. Get all that flavor in there. I can smell it, nice and seasoned, salty. Seasoned salt, I believe, is like a combination of salts, but I know the garlic salt has garlic in it. I like the taste of garlic. I like Parmesan. I like ranch a little bit as well. We just like the eggs to be nice and seasoned. Some people just keep it simple, white salt and pepper. I like pink Himalayan salt. That's my preference. So darling, I'm just going to give her a nice little whisk. And there we are. Our eggs are yellow like a star. So the pan is nice and buttery. So we're just gonna go ahead and pour these eggs right on in. All right, so we got that in there. So I would say it's okay to go ahead and add just a little bit of butter, just to get the eggs nice and buttery, flavorful, and just to butter up that pan just a little bit since it sat there for a little while, okay? That way the eggs are less likely to stick to the pan while they're cooking, because the butter it melts, so it'll loosen up. It'll loosen up the texture of the pan so that the eggs are less likely to stick. Okay? So we're just giving it a little stir. Everything's yellow. So right now the cooking aisle is between 2 and 3. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that to 2 because I don't want the eggs to cook too fast. So I'm actually gonna have it on 2. So we have 2 waffles over here, and we don't want those to not be fully cooked before the eggs are done, right? So see, that's already nice and crispy, but still very soft and light in the middle. And we have it in between 3 and 4, so it's gonna cook faster. So let's just go ahead and turn that down in between 2 and 3, okay? Alrighty, darlings, so let's just put our season and garlic salt away and put the rest of the food back in the refrigerator and the freezer, okay? Right, push that on down in there. In order to keep the things, in order to keep the food fresh longer, sometimes I put it in a plastic bag, like a store bag. And if you're wondering, these are Eggo brand waffles. I'm not sponsoring any of these companies as of now, but it's just, you know, if you all are curious and you would like to go to Walmart or Target or something like that and, you know, make the same or similar meal, it's like, hey, there you go, darling. You just come over here and get a plastic bag. Alrighty, darling. But yes, there are so many different things you could make for breakfast. Oatmeal, cereal, eggs, bacon, grits, sausage, pancakes, waffles, hash browns. So much delicious food, right? It's truly a blessing just to have something to eat, especially with the way the economy is, you know. And I hope, pray, and believe things can and will improve, you know, regardless of who is in office. You know, our Heavenly Father is a provider, and He does an awesome job providing. And this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. So, darling, we're just going to take our red glass bowl, give her a little rinse-a-roo, and then we're going to pour just a little bit of frozen fruit in it. Okay. So this fruit is going to go on top of our 2 blueberry Belgium style waffles. Okay, so it's optional. Some people like their fruit to be freezing cold. I prefer mine to be warm, like the waffles. Okay, like nice and warm, not too hot. But I realized that when you actually heat it up and melt it, it's more like a puree, which is like really sweet, sticky, ooey gooey fruit. So you can put as much or as little as you would like, but I like mine now to be loaded with fruit. So it's like a really sweet, healthy texture. You know, you're eating your fruit. Fruit is good for you. It's healthy, it's delicious, and it adds more flavor to your waffle, especially with that sweet, sticky, ooey gooey syrup. Alrighty, darling, so let's just take our fruit and put it over here in the microwave. I'm just gonna warm it up for a minute. Alright, so let's come over here. Got some Tropicana, pure premium pulp-free, OJ, no Simpson, orange juice. So we're just gonna pour some of that in our little plastic cup. Don't mind if I do. Delicioso. And then we're just going to put this in the freezer, okay? We're just gonna put it in the freezer to let it get nice and chilled as the rest of our food is still preparing. Alrighty, darling, so we have our eggs over here. So our fruit is currently done warming up. So our fruit is done warming up. So we're just gonna give it an additional 30 seconds. All right, so this is what the eggs are looking like. I'm just gonna move around the pan a little bit, scrape all those eggs up in there. Alrighty, darling, so we're just gonna come over here and flip the waffles. Ooh, they're nice and toasted on both sides. You see, you can even hear it. Very crispy, but still very soft, okay? Alrighty, darling, so our food is now ready to eat. So we're just gonna add those crispy yet light, warm, buttery, blueberry Belgian style waffles on there, and our light and fluffy sponge-like scrambled eggs. Well seasoned, buttery. Let's just see how it all tastes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take our fruit, and we're just gonna use our spatula today and just add that fruit right on top, as much as you would like for each. I know it's well cooked, well done. Got plenty of fruit juice oozing out on the top there. Gonna make that bad boy extra sweet, okay? And yeah, just pour as much as you would like, darling, literally. All right, the more the merrier, as they say. So let's just put our dirty dishes over here. Make it nice and clear. And last but not least, we add a sweet treat and enjoy our feast. So we're just gonna drizzle some syrup evenly on each. And hey, if you're really feeling it, just a little bit on the eggs. And now our meal is ready to enjoy. So once again, darling, it's been your girl Aqua Bloom, and you've been in the kitchen with Aqua, whipping it up Aqua's way. I hope you all enjoyed this video thus far. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, follow me, tune in for more. I hope you can cook. Feel free to make the same dish as me, and briefly we'll just enjoy it together. May God bless you all. Have a great day. Hope you're eating well. Stay healthy. Be blessed and highly favored. And I love all the flavors. Until next time, darling. Bye. Alrighty, darling. Let the feast begin. Now for the ultimate taste. Wow, that flavor hit my tongue, my taste buds immediately. The eggs are nice and fluffy, jiggly. Well seasoned. Buttery. And then I taste that little bit of sweetness from the syrup as well. I always try to eat the eggs first. Save the best for last. Which is literally this berry-filled Belgian style waffle. Not one, but two, darling. I heard that two is better than one. You could just see those berries sitting on the top, just waiting to get ate. So delicious. I'm actually gonna eat a berry now with a little bit of eggs. So actually what I'm gonna do really quick is just reheat my waffles so that they'll be nice and extra warm with those berries on top. Alrighty, darling. So now that we got those warmed up for a good 29 seconds, let's dig in. I can already hear that crispy, crunchy edge, but I feel that soft, light, fluffy texture in the middle, the gunk of fruit juice and syrup. It's really warm now. Like literally blueberry just tongue kissing you. The blueberry, everything. So delicious. Nice and warm. Started off very warm. Then it got like, a little cooler. Light and fluffy, very soft. Literally saturated in fruit juice. You can even see the steam. So delicious. Literally like dessert for breakfast. It's giving blueberry pie over here. Like, you would never think these were just, you know, some everyday little waffles. Like, this is a whole dessert for breakfast, darling. That's why I tell you all, I use this, I use that. So, hey, you can make it too. And it's very delicious, you know. And then the fruit is nice and warm, soft, ooey gooey. It's so good. It's like heaven on earth, or the closest thing to it, right? Literally love it, darling. Literally love it. It's like the perfect combination of like a crispy edge, but a soft, tender, fluffy, cake-like center. And then don't forget that sweet, yet tangy orange juice. All right, darling, we're gonna take a few more bites and that'll end our little delight. You can see the steam on it. And then nothing but just pure blueberry, just like straight juice and fruit. I just recently, you know, got comfortable and familiar with cooking. And this is just something simple, easy, and affordable to just whip up when you want something really sweet and filling. That fruit is so tangy, and yet the bread of the waffle is so soft. So sweet, like a cake, maybe even a cookie. So delicious, darling. Then you've got blueberry on blueberry on blueberry. Like, I literally love it. Very, very delicious. All the blueberry, just blue. Just blue. I'm practically full already, and I've made another one. Alrighty, darling. So it's just me and this it's just gonna be me and this waffle. I'll see you all next time. Bye. In the kitchen with Aqua. In the kitchen with Aqua. In the kitchen with Aqua. In the kitchen with Aqua.